It's gone beautifully to the far post, and Watson heads it into the back of the net. It's gone towards the near post, and there's a great header and a goal for Albert Watson. FC Edmonton take the lead right after the second half.
We're privileged to be joined by FC Edmonton Captain Albert Watson. Albert, thanks for taking time out of your day. I know you're training and you're busy to sit down and talk with us. It's kind of a big deal. This is going to be your 101st game as an Eddie. You came from Belfast, Northern Ireland. Did you ever hear of Edmonton? Have you ever heard of Edmonton before you played here?
No, definitely not. I didn't know it existed, the city. I didn't know, if anybody asked me about Edmonton, I wouldn't know where it was, and that was my reaction whenever I heard. It was actually Darryl Fordyce, my friend. He put me on to Colin and said, "Listen, he's interested. He wants to bring you out and bring you out to Edmonton and see how it goes and stuff." Do you know where Edmonton is? And I was like, "No, I don't know where it is." So it was that was a shock at the start. I had to look it up and stuff, and then we got another shock when we came here when it was minus 32.
Stepped off the plane and it was minus 32. That must be, I can't even imagine what that's like, yeah.
It was very cold, put it that way, and I had to convince my wife at the start to come out here, and then whenever I got off the plane I was like, oh no. I was like, I have to convince her again. So she was a bit skeptic coming over here, but we've enjoyed it.
All right, well, you talked that Darryl's kind of the one little bit instrumental in you coming to Edmonton. You grew up with him. What's it like being able to come to a new country, a new city, a new team with a close friend?
Yeah, well, I've enjoyed a lot of successes with Darryl. Obviously, being friends from a young age, and we played for a boys' club called St Andrews, and we enjoyed a lot of success for St Andrews. And then we kind of went different paths, and then we came back together with Linfield FC, and we won the league and the Irish Cup, the double. So we enjoyed the success there, and then all of a sudden we were very good. We're obviously good friends, and the opportunity came up, and he asked me, and he always, and it was it was down to him why I'm out here.
So obviously you've been here for a while, and your wife's here, Alison, and now you guys have welcomed a daughter kind of into the world, into Canada. Talk a little bit about your life now here in Canada.
Yeah, well, obviously, whenever you come to this part of the world, you want to go and see the wonders of like the Rockies and stuff like that, and so we've done all that, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, Moraine Lake and all the nice areas down that direction. It's beautiful, but our life's been blessed, obviously, with having Scarlett. She's the only Canadian in the family, and she's the one can stay and we can't. But it's been enjoyable, especially the last year. Watching her grow up and stuff, and watching her grow up in a nice city, and it being so like they're relaxed here, and we enjoying the football and everything going well.
So coming from Ireland, Northern Ireland, a country where soccer is humongous, it's huge. Coming to Canada where soccer isn't a big sport, it's probably second or third behind hockey and maybe baseball. What's your take on just soccer in Canada in general? Like what's happening here? Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? What's your thoughts?
Since me and Darryl came, it's got better, a lot better, but to be honest, it's a long way to go, in the sense of people coming out to games and stuff. Like if we had a professional soccer team in our doorstep in Belfast, like there's like where we played for Linfield, there was thousands of people there, especially we're top of the league. People just live and breathe football back home, and they just want to. You're out for a meal. The many times me and my wife was out for a meal, and people would have stopped me in Belfast and says, "Hi, can I get a picture? How are you, Albert?" and start talking to you, and that's like 4 or 5 times a night. You would be out and people would stop you, and it's you don't get noticed in the city as much in Edmonton, but it's came a long way. Like if you see where the clubs came from for the first year, it's unbelievable. Actually, it's near enough rags to riches or whatever, because we're started the kind of way bottom, and now we're top of the league now, and it's the work everybody's done since then, and it's can only be credited to the owners and sticking with us and putting the money in, they have.
Yeah, that's. I mean, speaking of home a little bit, I mean, unfortunately, you lost your father partway through the season this year. I mean, you hadn't been able to get home probably as much as you want. I mean, do you miss home, and what's your thoughts there? A little homesick?
To be honest, that brought it home to me whenever my father passed away. It was difficult. The last few weeks have been difficult. It's always at the time when it happens, you're in a cloud. It happens, and then it's the realization after that you're not going to get to speak to your dad on the phone, or you're not going to be able to speak to him about football. He'd give me advice about playing and stuff. So it's always difficult after the fact, and it has been difficult. But life goes on, and my dad would be proud of me, and I was proud of my dad, and he would always be wanting me to play. And I remember the game against Cosmos when I first came back. I think I was travelling the Tuesday, and I came back, and the gaffer asked me, "Do you want to play?" And I knew that my dad would want me to play it. I maybe wasn't in the right state to play physically because I was travelling all them hours and the playing, but it was the right thing to do from what my opinion, and obviously my dad would have wanted me to play. So and we got the 2-1 win with Darrell scoring the winner. So it was a fairy tale ending. So It was brilliant.
Oh, good. That's fantastic. How does it coming to that? The team's, had a lot of success this season. It's the best they've ever played. I mean, how does it feel to be the captain of a team at the top of the league, and you guys have a serious shot of winning the entire thing this season?
The players the gaffers brought in, Adam and Pop and players like that, Sean and Ledge and Ledgerwood, and it's just been brilliant. And the players we've had, like Darrell's moved back into midfield, he's been doing brilliant, and the young player coming, Shamit. It's all came together, and we're all working off each other, and we're keeping clean sheets. We're winning. The mentality of the group is brilliant because we're winning games 1-0, and we're coming back and winning games 2-1 against the best side, supposedly the best sides in the league. Well, Cosmos is the best side in the league because they won it last year, but that's the mentality of the group. It's been brilliant. The hard work we've been putting in, and it's all paying off. But it's all about now. It's squeaky bum time, as they say. The next like 14 games, or we have to keep that level up, because it can go like that. And the kind of way attitude and the mentality going into each game is going to be so important, because teams want to beat us now because we're up there now. You always want to beat the top dog, so we need to keep that mentality up there.
Well, I wish you good luck in the rest of the season, and we appreciate it. Thanks for coming out, man.
Thanks
we appreciate
very much,
it. Yeah, and good luck.
Appreciate that.
Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Yeah.